Alright, let's do before you start college algebra, the co-requisite course, or any other course. This is going to be Math 1314, college algebra, Sullivan, Say, Kelly, FOIL 1. So let's go from there. Alright, first thing, ask the value of negative 39. Well, ask the value of 39 is going to be positive 39, which is 39. Or in the calculator, of course, hit on, put math, number, abs, and negative 39. Get out of there. So that's negative 39 is 39. It's just the distance between 0 and that number. That's all it means. Alright, next one. Negative 12 plus 8. Alright, so negative 12 plus 8 is 8 negative 4. Or in a calculator, of course. Let's put it in there. Negative 12 plus 8. Negative 12 plus 8. Enter, it's negative 4, which is what we have right there. Okay, next one. We have negative 1 plus 1. Alright, so negative 1 plus 1. And enter it, it's going to be 0, which is what we have right there. So now, the next one. 13 minus 7. 13 minus 7, big minus 7 right there, is 6, which is what we have right there. Alright, takes care of those first 4. Next one. Now we have 3 minus 4. It's negative 1, or 3 minus 4, enter, it's negative 1 right there. Next one is negative 6 and negative 7. So negative 6, this one here, minus 7, enter, is negative 13. Little minus sign, big minus sign. Next one, 4 times negative 3. Calculator, 4 times negative parentheses, negative 3. Close it. Does it look like that? Yes. Go from there. It's negative 12 right there. Alright, next one. We have 4 times 15. So 4 times 15, enter, 60, which is that number right there. Alright. Next question. So now we have a negative 9 times a negative 8. So negative 9 parentheses negative 8. So negative times a negative is going to be a positive 72. Alright, next one. Well, this one we don't need it. But distribute this. 2 times 5x is 10x, and 2 times 3 is 6. So 10x plus 6 is the answer. Right there. Ask your value in 7 thirds. Well, it's going to be 7 thirds, but let's put it in the calculator. So we put math, numbers, abs, and we're going to put in negative 7 thirds. Negative 7 divided by 3 out of there. Negative 7 thirds, as negative 7 thirds is that. But you can go math, fractions, we'll switch it back from decimal to the fraction, which is positive 7 thirds right there. Alright, next one, positive 6 times negative 9. So 6, parentheses, negative 9, close it. 6 times negative 9 is negative 54. It's right there. Okay. Now, a little bit tougher, but that's okay. Negative absolute value of negative 4 times 8. Do the inside part first, the absolute values. Negative 4 times 8 is negative 32. Absolute value of negative 32 is positive 32, but you still have the negative sign out here. So negative or positive is a negative. Let's do it in the calculator. Let's see. Put negative sign. Math. Number. Abs. Put negative 4. Parentheses 8. Close it. Does it look like that? Negative of negative 4 times 8. Close parentheses. Hit enter. We have negative 32. Just like that. 9 divided by 0. Well, 9 divided by 0 is quit undefined. So that's what that is. Undefined. That one. How about 0 over 7? Okay. 0 divided by 7 is 0. 0 divided by 7. $0 divided by your 7 best friends. Everybody gets 0. Makes sense. Fractions. Together. Divide them. 5/3 divided by 25 or 9. Get the reciprocal of this one. Which means you're going to have 9 over 25. But 9 is 3 times 3 to get to the 9. And 25 is 5 times 5 to get you to 25. So let's replace these. 9 factored is 3, 3. 25 factored is 5, 5. Notice some of this stuff cancels. This 3 and this 3 cancel. That 5 and that 5 cancel. What's left over is 3 over 5. Or 3/5. Calculator? Sure. Let's do it in the calculator. Let's go parentheses, separate it out. 5 divided by 3 divided by 25 divided by 9. So 5/3 divided by 25 ninths is some decimal. Let's change it. Math, change it back to a fraction. Enter. It's 3 over 5, which is 3 over 5. Alright, now, next one. Add the rational numbers. We're going to add negative 5/8 and 1/12. Well, the LCD of this, that's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 3. If you get, the LCD is going to be bunch 2, 3 2s and 1 3. 2 times 2 is 4, 2 is 8, 3 is 24. So LCD is 24. Make this 24 and this one 24. So 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. 2 times 12 is 24. 2 times 1 is 2. And then these are the same denominators. Put them together. Negative 15 plus 2. And that's going to give you a negative 13 over 24. Alright, so now, do it in the calculator. So we have negative 5/8, negative 5 divided by 8, plus, parentheses, 1 divided by 12. And 5/8, 1/12, two different fractions. Enter. Get all these decimal stuff. What do? Math, fraction, convert it back to decimal, from decimal to fractions, and it's negative 13 over 24. Good. Negative 5 to the second part means negative 5 times negative 5. Both of them, parentheses around up, is 25. Or in the calculator, parentheses, negative 5 to the power of 2, enter, is 25. Positive 25, which is what we have right there. Next one, negative 7 to the 4. Okay, look at this. The negative sign is on the other side. 7 to the power of 4. No parentheses on it. So what's going to happen is, it's going to be 7, 7, 7, 7. 7 times 7 is 49. 49 times 7 is 343. And 7 times that number is negative 2,401. Calculator, enter it. Negative 2,401. Same answer. So now we have order operations though. Let's just do it. We don't need to calculate for that. We have 6 minus 1 in parentheses. So let's do that first. 6 minus 1 is 5. Now we have adding, multiplying. Let's do multiplying next. 2 times 5 is 10. 5 and 10 together is a 15. Alright, another order operations. With the inside parentheses first, this one. So 4 minus 5 is negative 1. And the negative of a negative is a positive 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. And 7 to negative 3 is negative 21. Next one. 6 minus a minus 9 over 3. Negative of negative is positive 9. 9 and 6 is 15. 15 divided by 3 is a positive 5. Next one. Do the inside parentheses first. So 5 plus 5 right here is 10. You multiply first. 3 times 10 is 30. 5 plus 30 is 35. 3 times 35 in calculator is a 105. Evaluate the algebraic expression with 7. So put 7 where the x's are, in parentheses of course. See? 7 squared means 7 times 7, and negative 5 times 7, and 8. 7 times 7 is 49, negative 5 times 7 is negative 35, 8. 49 minus 35 is 14, and then bring the 8 down. 14 plus 8, calculator, 22. Simplify the following expression. 4x plus 2x. 4x plus 2x is 6x. Or think like this. 4 cats plus 2 cats, 6 cats. 4 dogs plus 2 dogs, 6 dogs. Next one. Combine like terms. We have minus 6x, negative 3x, 7. Alright, so the x and x. Negative 6 and negative 3 is negative 9x. And the 7 minus 3 is a 4. Next one, combine like terms again. We have x's and x's. 2x minus 8x is minus 6x. And minus 6y and a positive 14y together is a positive 8y. Again, like terms. 11z minus 12z is minus 1z. And 3 and a negative 9 is negative 6. Negative 1z is the same thing as negative z. Next one. We have x, x, x. So we have 4x minus 1x is 3x. 3x minus 7x is negative 4x. We have a negative 3 and a positive 5. So 5 minus 3 is 2. Next one. Parentheses first. Let's do that first. 8 times x, 8x. 8 times negative 5, negative 40. 8x and 1x is 9x minus 40. Next one. We have 5 times z plus 6. 5 times z. 1z is 6z. 5z. 5 times 6 is 30 minus 6z. So now you have 5z minus 6z is negative 1z plus 30. But negative 1z is just negative z. Again, combine like terms. So parentheses, 8 times z is 8z, and 8 times 3 is 24. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12z, and negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. 8z minus 12z is negative 4z, and 24 minus 4 is a 20. Next one, another one. Negative 3 times 3x is negative 9x. Negative 3 times negative 6 is positive, negative to negative. Negative 1 times 6 is negative 6x. Negative times that is a negative. So we have negative 9x, negative 6x, negative 15x. 18 minus 1 is 17. Now, we have 0, negative 7, negative 1, 4. Do they work in here? Yes or no? This is defined. Let's find out. Is it in the domain of that? So first thing, 7, put 0 in there. 0 plus 7 is 7. 7 divided by 7, 1. Good, that's yes. Negative 7. Put negative 7 in there. Negative 7 plus 7 is 0. 7 over 0. Oh, undefined. No, that doesn't work. Try negative 1 in there. So negative 1 plus 7 is 6. 7 over 6. Yes, that's good. And the last number, 4. Put 4 in there. 4 and 7 is 11. 7 over 11. That's good too. And evaluate this. If x equals 8 in here. So we're going to have 9 plus 5x. 9 times plus 5 times 8. 8 times 5 is 40. Added to this with a calculator is 8. 49. Another one. Evaluate this with this number here. So let's put x's are, put negative 5, negative 5. Negative 5 squared means negative 5 times negative 5. Bring this down. So negative times a negative is a positive 25. Bring it down. So you just negative 5 still there. So now this is going to be negative 50, negative 15, negative 6. Put these together first. That's going to be negative 65. And negative 6 more is going to give you a negative 71. number 37. The absolute value with this number in it. So 5 times negative 4, absolute value. So 5 times negative 4, negative 20. Negative 20 and negative 2 is negative 22. But the absolute value of the number here is going to be what? Positive 22. So the answer is 22. Simplify, combine like terms. Okay. We have negative 6z, negative 4z. Together is a negative 10z plus 4. And that's it. Okay, another combine? Sure. 9z minus 13z put together is going to be a negative 4z. And 4 minus 7 is a negative 3. Now, combine like terms. Let's see what we have. X squared and x squared. 2x squared, 9x squared, 11x squared. 5 minus 8 is a negative 3x. So 11x squared minus 3x in order. 2 power, 1 power. Now this multiply. 5 times v minus 3. So 5 times v is 5v minus 15. Plus 2 times that is 10v. 2 times that is negative 2. So 5 and 10 is 15v. And negative 15 and then negative 2 is negative 17. So now this one. The square root of 63. Well, go over here. Break it. 3 divides it, 3 divides it, 7 divides it. So 63 is 3 times 3 times 7, or 9 times 7. Let's rewrite this right here. So 9 times 7 is 63. Square root of 9, square root of 7. Square root of 9, we know it's going to be 3, so it's going to be 3 square root of 3. 43. The lengths of the legs, these are the guys right here. And we need to find the hypotenuse, is this guy right here. We know that a squared plus b squared is c squared, Pythagorean theorem. So now we have 16 squared, 63 squared, 16 times 16, 63 is 63. Add those numbers together, we get this. Now square root of the left side, square root of the right side, and the square root of c squared is c, and this is going to be a 65. Find the area and the circumference of a circle. Here's a circle, and this radius is 10. So let's see. Area is pi squared. So pi times 10 squared. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times pi is, so area is 100 pi for this. Like a big pizza or something. 10-inch pizza, I guess. Radius, anyway. Circumference means all the way around it. So we know that the circumference is 2 pi r. So r is 10. 10 times that is 20. 20 pi. Circumference is what? 20 pi. Find the area of a triangle. The height is 3. Base is 8. Formula. A equals 1/2 base height. So 8, the base height is 3. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. So the area is, this right here is what? 12. Alright. Simplify the expression. Okay. Let's see. They're going to add these two numbers here together. First of all, since it's a plus, just take the parentheses off. Take the parentheses off second. Doesn't change anything. 3x squared, 5x squared, 8x squared. 18 and a negative 6 is 12x. And 3 minus 11 is a negative 8. Combine like terms again. Plus. So everything stays the same. No change, no signs change. Now put them together. X squares, 1x squared, minus 6x squared, minus 5x squared. Negative 10x plus 4x, negative 6x. And 9 minus 5, 4. Multiply these two. So 3x, y is 3x to the 1, y to the 1, and negative 2x to the 7. So now, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. X to the 1, x to the 7 is 1 plus 7. Y to the 1, y to the 6 is 1 plus 6. And that's going to be negative 6, x to the 8, y to the 7 at the powers. Use distributive. Okay. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times a negative is a positive 18. This one. 7x to the 1. Let's write it a little bit different. And 1 here. And 2 and x to the 1 here. So 7 times 1 is 7. 1 power and 2 powers right there. And 7 times 2 is 14. And x to the 1 and 1 is right there. And 7x to the 1 times this is going to be 14x. Now, add the powers. This is a 7x3, 14x squared plus 14x. Multiply this, okay? Put the 1 powers in there, there's nothing there. So now, negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. A4, A2 is add the numbers. B1, there's nothing, put a B1. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. You have A4 plus 1, B1 plus 1. The next one, negative times negative is a positive 2. You have A4, nothing there. B1, B4, B4 plus 1. So now at the end you have negative 8, A6, B1, negative 8, A5, B2, plus 2, A4, B5. Follow these guys out. First one outside, inside, last, however you want to do it. So x times x is x squared. X times 7 is 7x. Now this one. 5 times x, 5x. 5 times 7, 35. You can add these numbers right here. X squared plus 12x plus 35. Next one, another FOIL. We have 5x plus 6, 5x minus 1. 5 times 5 is 25x squared. 5 times that is minus 5x. 6 times 5 is 30x. 6 times that, minus 6. So now we have, in the middle, 30 minus 5 is 25x. So 25x squared is 25x minus 6. Another FOIL. 70 minus b, 8 plus 6b. 7 times that is 70 squared. 7 times that is 42ab. This times this is negative 1ab. And negative times that is a negative. So now we have 7a squared. 42 minus 1 is 41ab. And then minus 6b squared. Bring it down. Longer one. So we have a minus 7 times this right here. So a times that one is 5a cubed. A times this one is 4a squared. A times that one is negative 2a. Next number. Negative 7 times 5 is negative 35a squared. Negative 7 times a positive 4a is negative 28a. And negative times a negative is a positive 14. Combine like terms. 5a cubes. That's all there is. Squares. We have 4a squared minus 35a squared is negative 31. Negative 2a and negative 28 is negative 30. A and 14. Bring it down. Another one. First one. X squared times 5x squared is 5x4. X squared times that one is 6x cubed. X squared times that is 5x squared. 4x times that is 20x cubed. 4x times that one is 24. X and then 4 times that one is going to be 20x. Last one. 2 times that is 10x squared. 2 times 6 is 12x. 2 times 5 is 10. Now combine like terms. 4 power 1. We have cubes. Put those together. 26x cubed. We have x squared. Put them together. It's going to give you 39. And then x's. We have a 20x. We have a 12x. It's 32x. And then 10. More FOIL. So 7 times 7 is 49x squared. 7 times 2 is negative 14. 2 times 7 is 14 positive. 2 times that is negative 4. But 14 minus 14 cancel each other out. Left over 49x squared minus 4. X minus 10 squared means do it twice. X minus 10 times x minus 10. X squared minus 10x minus 10x. And a negative 10 and a negative 10 together is still going to be there. It's going to be negative 20x. So x squared minus 20x plus 100. See the difference between these two? Different signs cancel. Same sign. Add them up. Two x plus 2 squared means twice. 2x plus 2, 2x plus 2. So 2 times 2 is 4x squared. 2 times that is 4x. 2 times that is 4x. 2 times 2 is 4. Add these guys right here. So we have 4x squared. 4 plus 4 is 8x. And then the 4. And we're done. Next one. Rewrite it. 5x squared y1 minus 5x5 y3. 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. The power x2 and 5 add them together. And y1 and 3 add them together. So we have negative 25. That's going to be a 7. That's going to be a 4. At the powers. Multiply. Alright, same thing. Put a 1 there. Put a 1 there. So 5 times that is 5. X to the 1 and 2 is 3. 5 times 7 is 35. And 1 and 1 is 2. And then 5 times 4 is 20. And then x. We're done. Another product of binomials. X plus 9 times x plus 6. X times x squared. X times 6, 6x. 9 times x, 9x. 9 times 6, 54. Add these two numbers together, 6 and 9, so we have x squared plus 15x plus 54. X plus 10, x minus 8. So x times x squared, x times that minus 8x. That times that is 10x, that times that minus 80. So we have x squared, 10 minus 8 is 2x minus 80. Now we have 3x plus 5, 5x minus 1. 3 times 5 is 15x squared, 3 times that is minus 3x. 5 times 5, 25x, 5 times that one is negative 5. So we have 15x squared, 25 minus 3 is 22x minus 5. Okay, another FOIL. We have 12 minus 13x, 11 plus 10x. So 12 times 11, 132. 12 times 10, 120x. Negative 13 times 11, negative 143x. Negative 13 times the positive is going to be a negative 130x squared. Put the negative 130x squared here first. And these two numbers, 120 minus 43 is going to be negative 23x. And then the 132 at the end. And that, just put it in order, standard form. Next one. We have 4a plus 5b, a minus 3b. 4a times a is 4a squared. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12ab. 5 times that is going to be 5ab. And 5 times 5b times that is going to be a negative 15b squared. Now, the middle one. So we have 4a squared, 5 minus 12 minus 7ab, and negative 15b squared. Drop it down. So this one, x times that is x cubed, x times that is 2x squared, x times that is 8x. 4 times that is 4x squared, 4 times that one is 8x, and 4 times 8, 32. Put them together, x cubed, and we have x squared and x squared, 6x squared. We have 8x and 8x, 16x, and then 32. We're done. Another one. We have 4a times 80 squared, 32a cubed. 4a times this one is going to be 80 squared. 4a times negative 4 is going to be negative 16a. Now, negative 6 times 8 is 48a squared. 6 times the middle one is negative 12a, and then the last one is 24. Put them together. X cubed, that's it. A squared together. A's and a's together. And 24, bring it down. Alright, next one. We have the first, so 2x squared times that one is 4x cubed. That one times that one is 6x squared. And that one to the last one is 12x squared. Okay. 4 and that one. And then now next one we have 4 times that one, 4 times that one. Okay, but now what do we have? Let's see. 4x cubes, yeah, so 6 of them, 12 of them, 18. Okay, we have 18 and 8, 26, and then 12. Yeah, a bit harder, longer. First and the first. So this times this is going to be 6x4. This one and this one's going to be 2x cubed. This one's going to be 2x squared. Middle one. This one's this is going to be 48. This one's this is going to be 16x squared. This one's this is going to be negative 16x. Negative 4 times that. Negative 24x squared. Negative 4 times that one. Negative 8x. And that one times that one is a negative 8. Put them together. x4, that's it. Cubes and cubes together, it's going to give you that one. And squares and squares and squares together is that number. And x's, we have x's and x's, there it is. And then 8, negative 8. So let's do the second two first. So b minus 1, b plus 3. Let's keep this one the same. B times b is b squared. B times that is 3b. Negative 1 times that is negative 1b. Negative times positive is negative. These two together right here, the 3b minus 1b is 2b. Now we're going to FOIL this again. B times that one is b cubed. B times that one is 2b squared. B times that minus 3b. Negative 4 times that is going to be negative 4b squared. Negative 4 times that is going to be negative 8b. And negative times negative is a positive. So we have b cubed, 2a squared minus 4b squared is negative 2b squared. Negative 3b and negative 8 is negative 11b, and then the 12. X minus 4x plus 4. X times x, x squared. X times that is 4x. That times that is negative 4x. Negative turns out it's going to be negative, but 4 minus 4 goes away, so this is just left over. X plus 11 squared means twice. X plus 11 times x plus 11. So x squared plus 11x plus 11x plus 121. 11 plus 11 together, add them up. X squared plus 22x plus 21. 121. 2y minus 7 squared means twice. 2y minus 7, 2y minus 7. 2 times 2 is 4y squared. 2 times that minus 14y. And another minus 14y. And a positive 49. But negative and a negative together is still going to be there. 4y squared minus 28y plus 49. So we have 2c plus 3g, 2c minus 3g. All right, so 2 times that is 4c squared. That times that is minus 6cg. This times is a positive 6cg. And that one times that one's a negative 9g squared. But these are the same with different signs gone. 4c squared minus 9g squared. 5x plus y squared means twice. So 5 times 5 is 25x squared. 5 times that is 5xy. That times that is 5xy, and that turns out is y squared. But the signs are the same. We add them up. 25x squared, 10xy, y squared. So now, next one. A plus 6 times a squared minus 6a plus 36. So a times that is a cubed. A times that is 6a squared. A times that 36a. 6 times that, 6a squared, 6 times that, 36a, 6 times that, 216. A cubed. This one cancel, positive, negative. And 36a and minus 36, that cancels, so we're left with just a cubed plus 216. Alright. Are these the answers? One, that. Let's try that. Is this answer working now? I don't know. Let's find out. It's negative 7 times negative 1. It's going to be positive 7. 7 and 3 is 10. Is 10? Nope, that's not equal to 4. Negative 4. Next answer, 1.